Alright everybody, welcome back to some Pikmin 2 Yellow Edition. Today, we are going to be exploring the White Flower Garden, and is likely going to be a floor that we lose Pikmin on. Like a lot of them, and that scares me because, as we see, there are gates scattered about this land that require certain amounts of Pikmin. And if we cannot meet those requirements, we will be in a lot of trouble. Of course, I do believe these paper bags are a bit more friendly. Is there anything in there? Well, there's a treasure in there. There's also a weighted... There's a weight in there as well. Oh, this could go really poorly. It didn't though, so that's what matters. You know what, let's investigate real quick. Can I? Thank you. Let's investigate this. I'm genuinely curious. We have plenty of time because the only thing I imagine I'll be getting done in this day is the White Flower Garden. Which is quite a funny name considering the fact that there probably won't be any white flowers in it. I guarantee it. Uh-oh. Guys. Come on, really? Alright, well... That's quite lame. Anyways, I noticed there is a weighted stone right there, so there is a scale puzzle somewhere else in the level. It doesn't appear to be connected to that one. I wonder if it's for the one over there. You can barely see it off in the distance, but there's a, what are those things called? Like a birdie from one of the people who play tennis. That's over there off in the distance, and there's a weighted scale puzzle attached to it. I wonder if this is... they moved it over here. I don't know why they would do that. But it's very possible that they did. As the day is getting closer to ending as well. I don't know, this game is definitely proving itself to be a bit more difficult. Really, it's mostly just coming down to the fact that you can't grow Pikmin. And I mean, fair is fair, you know, that's a design choice. Makes it harder, but it doesn't really show me. Thinking maybe it would show me where the other one is if I weighed it down, but either way, we're gonna start the White Flower Garden with one less Pikmin than you should have going into this dungeon, I guess, because we lost a singular Pikmin. That's gonna be a theme now, is, you know, every single Pikmin death matters. And I'm pretty sure that's why there are save prompts at every floor of the dungeons, because... ooh, it's gonna be pretty wild. Losing a lot of Pikmin. There are poison hazards down here. Now, in the previous dungeon we had fire hazards, and as you saw we could get around those pretty easy, but I don't think there's a way for me to get around poison hazards without Bulbmin, so here we go, I guess. It's either we get Bulbmin here or we don't at all. And by at all, I mean just not in this dungeon, or in anytime soon, maybe. Who knows where they'd be. Oh boy. Okay, we didn't lose anybody. Even these tiny ass little enemies are worrisome now. So, last time I got the love tester, it's actually a metal detector in this game. We were able to modify it to detect treasures. Not necessarily metal. A lot of the treasures aren't metal, so I don't know how this thing actually functions. But, yeah. If nothing else, we should have a good number of yellow Pikmin going into the final floor of this dungeon. Because there are a lot of candy pop buds in this dungeon, I believe. I believe there's at least 3 or 4... I think it's just 3. I think there's just 3 white flowers, and there's one floor with them. But it'd be nice if there was... Hoping maybe there was a fourth one on like another floor after it, but very likely not the case. Like I said, I do not know the game as well as I used to. So would have been funny if they renamed the dungeon to the Yellow Flower Garden or something along those lines. I would have laughed at that. Okay, so this guy's still here. Love this guy. Wish we had a way to skip these as well. Drought Ender. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that correct. I haven't been guessing on all of them, I know that. But, let me tell you that the, oh, shit! Okay, cool, we're fine. Olimar's not doing so fine, but he's fine. Is there another treasure on this floor? Nope. Thought there might be something in that little cubby. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember all the names, but if I forget to, if I forget to guess them, maybe I'll be putting something on screen, I don't know. Probably not. It's a lot more effort. I don't know the name of this. The Petrified Heart. Cool. I'll try to be very honest about it if I didn't guess in real time as to whether or not I would have remembered it. More of a thing for me, I guess. Not so much you guys. So yeah. Sub-level 3. This is the place. This is it. Let's see if we can take a peek. I don't see anything. You're not gonna give me at least yellow flowers here? Oh. Oh, you'll give me one. Thanks. Thank you. How fucking generous. How am I supposed to get the treasure? Huh. I guess we'll be returning here at some point. Look, if the game doesn't give me Bulbmin, it barely gave me any Pikmin on this floor. If it doesn't give me Bulbmin, and I mean, Bulbmin can't detect underground treasures either. Am I gonna be stuck? If I don't get Bulbmin in this dungeon, I can't progress through the game. Oh boy, this is something, ain't it? I don't know if anything falls from the sky on these, do they? Okay, I have to find out. Can I hurt these? I can't. Well, I guess that's that. We're just going to the next floor then. I mean, I can't do anything. I can't get these treasures. I'm pretty sure the mushroom's called the toxic toadstool or the puff stool, something like that. Something stool. Well, here we go. This has been an absolute unfortunate mess, this dungeon. And it doesn't appear like it's going to be getting any better for me. Let's pray not to lose too many Pikmin here. Okay, maybe this will be fine. Oh yes, beautiful. We did it. No losses. And we get the knapsack. Yeah, so last time I confused the bosses of the dungeons. For whatever reason, I thought that the Burrowing Snagret was the first boss. It's actually the second. So that's funny, I guess. Haha. That Pikmin just drank a whole thing by himself. Yeah, so, well, on the bright side, we didn't lose any Pikmin there. That's really good. On the downside, there were no Bulkmen in here, so I guess we have to play a little game of figure out what you're supposed to do? Because clearly you're supposed to be able to do something. You gotta be able to progress somewhere. It's a 5-man knapsack. Yeah, wow, what do we do? I mean, you have to be able to progress somehow. You just have to. Just a matter of how. Maybe it has to do with that scale puzzle? The rock I found before we entered the dungeon? That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, see, look at that. At the bottom there, it says out of 6,000. So, yeah, we are almost... This will be 40% right here. Clearing the debt is, interestingly easier. I wonder if we find a Bulbman in the last level, and that's why it's so easy to clear the debt. Alright, so let's weigh our options here. Yep. Alright. Well, that answers that, I guess. Cool. Solved that one, I guess. I didn't see this when we were around here the first time. Maybe the Bulbmen are in there? I don't know. Yo, you alright there, buddy? Yeah, so... I wonder if we can even get into this dungeon before the end of the day. I kind of doubt it. Because we have a lot of ground to cover. But I'll try. There is a dungeon up there. There is a singular dungeon up there. Come on, go. We don't have time for this, Louie. Alright, so this is a newly invented way to get here, I guess. That is a golden boy. Do you drop something? What do you drop? Tell me! Ah, well. Forget it, I guess. It looks like the, this area is usually covered in burrowing snagrets. It does not look like they're here, though. Yes, yes, yes. So that's good. I guess we'll try to reconvene with the good old captain. If we can't sneak our way into that dungeon before the end of the day approaches. It does not look like we will, but still good to try. I don't think that that golden beetle had a treasure in it, by the way. I think that might just be a challenge mode thing. Oh wait, we might actually get into there today. Nice. Yeah, there's no burrowing snagrets in here, so that's awesome. Thank you for doing that. Water hazards. Okay. So this game is very clearly not afraid to make us backtrack to dungeons we've already been through. Which I'm not a big fan of, personally. The original game did not force any returning to dungeons. I mean, there were scenarios where you could wind up returning to dungeons because you were ill-equipped, but you were never forced to do dungeons in a particular order that would force you to backtrack. So I never found it much of an issue. This might be an issue, though. I wonder if I can get him to turn around. Let's see. I hate these enemies, by the way. I think this is the first instance that most players would find one of these. But I could also be wrong. That guy might be dead. Ooh, 4? Yeah, 4. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. If we could get some purple potions, that would be great. Yellow Pikmin are just not good for combat. I'm wondering if swarming would be better than throwing? Even though throwing is usually better in Pikmin 2. Swarming is more of a Pikmin 1 thing. But there's a big but. Because the yellow Pikmin can be thrown higher, it takes much longer for them to land. And I'm wondering if that may cause some issues. Like it may make it take too long for them to land, or, you know, the fact that I don't have red Pikmin, it means they don't do as much damage. So it just, in general, it takes longer to kill enemies. So, like, the normal patterns of fighting that I'd be used to don't really work. Like, full committing to these enemies just tends to get, like, a good chunk of my army killed. Like, 4 to 5 Pikmin each time. And I don't think I can afford to continue doing that. Who knows, though? Honestly. The Leviathan Feather. I wouldn't have guessed that. I don't even remember what the marble was called. But we're still committing. You know, it's not like I've gotten Pikmin extinction here or anything, so. Snagret Hole is, I wouldn't consider this to be an easy dungeon. I mean, I guess I wouldn't really consider it to be, like, one of the hardest dungeons either. This is like a mid-game dungeon, I guess you could say, but we're... I don't know. It's weird. I don't want to say that we're ill-equipped for the late game of Pikmin, because, well, this is as much... This is our late game. This is what we get. We get yellow Pikmin. So... yeah. Will these guys carry it over the bridge? I actually don't know. Oh boy. You guys can get out, right? Yep, they can get out for sure. They can get out straight to, oh, really? This is obnoxious. No. Ah, fuck it. Well, there's 6. I think that thing takes 10. Well, this is plenty. I don't know if I should be restarting. Like, now I have less than 50 Pikmin, which definitely worries me. But, I mean, like, I don't really want to restart, you know? You were kidding me, I didn't see you. Alright, you know what? Alright. It's like nothing ever happened. Maybe the treasure spawned in a better location, right? Well, it doesn't matter, because that one didn't spawn in a better location. Alright. Handled that little combat session pretty well right there, if I do say so myself. Okay, there is another one of those guys there. These are in really bad positions. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm not used to not knowing what to do. Wonder if I could do something like this. Would this be bad? Alright guys, we're going on a bit of an experimental haste here. Is there a way around this? without triggering you. I want to kill the thing behind you first. Very nicely done. Now, for my greatest scheme yet. Perfect. Just move that. Just move that guy out of the way real quick. You're joking. No, go away. You fucking asshole. Huh. Hey, what's up? Get out of my way. You are annoying. You are actually the bane of my existence right now. This worked in a really weird way. I'll accept the 2 loss, alright? I'm not upset by that. I'm not happy about it because I feel a little scammed. Dude, go back to sleep. I feel a little scammed that I lost 2 Pikmin there. I feel like that was a pretty good play. I just should have executed it better, I guess. And I will take the blame for that. I will take the 2 Pikmin loss for it as well. I think this is the best thing we can do though, is to sort of divert enemies rather than face them head on, because our combat situation is not looking particularly good, I guess you could say. So, let's figure how much this thing weighs. You are kidding. You are not here. Okay. That takes 12. Perfect. 11. Quite happy with that. Alright, let's get Olimar into position. This is gonna be difficult. What do I do? Okay, so that's how you knapsack. Go, go, go. Perfect. Alright, we did it. That was getting kind of intense, to be honest with you. I was getting pretty worried. But we did it. Oh, nice. These little beetles. If you don't know, if you have Pikmin in your squad, when those things appear, then they just start freaking out. Nothing really. That guy's still awake? I hate that guy. I hate him. No, like, I actually hate him. Sunseed Berry? Oh, Combustion Berry. Okay, whatever. I'm wrong again. Yet another treasure I don't know the name of. That's all. That's everything. We're leaving. Alright, but on the bright side, so far we have collected every treasure in this dungeon. See if we can keep that up. This will probably be the last floor I do in this episode. Fantastic. I hate this game. Please tell me there's only one of them, right? There's only one of those things on this floor? I'm faintly remembering 2, which is why I bring it up. Is there a flower? No. Oh, good, there are 2. Awesome. Just in case the first one wasn't enough for you. Okay, well, we're definitely gonna want to power up for this. Alright, you probably hear me button mashing to all hell. Alright, cool. No! Oh my god! I didn't know those things could spawn here. Can they? Can they actually spawn here? Can they really? Can they really? Or did you add that, Captain Salty? Asshole. Are those real? I don't know if those are real. I genuinely do not know if that was added or not. This is like mid-game, so I mean, I guess we are starting to get into that territory, but the meat satchel. I like that name. Like, we are in the territory of like where we can start doing that. This game has some very dickish dungeon designs, or I guess they're not really handcrafted, so it's hard to say that they're designed. But yeah, they're not friendly, always. Usually. The late game dungeons are quite cruel. Of course, you usually have a lot more tools to dispose of such threats. Unlike today, where we do not. Try to get around this guy so he doesn't spawn. Alright, well, we didn't have any losses on that floor, so that's good. Still 100% success rate on the treasures. We are collecting all the treasures so far. This episode might be a bit longer, but I am quite satisfied with what we got done. Might also be shorter. I don't know how it's going to look in post. But I guess we'll see. This looks like... Oh, excuse me. This looks like it might be a much more doable floor. And then I saw that in the corner of my eye, so... I mean, that's a problem for next time. That's a problem for next time.